I'm Cyrus Todiwala of Cafe Spice Namaste and Mr. Todiwala's Kitchen if you're interested. I had worked and trained in England before, many years ago. At that time, coming and going into Britain was very easy. And I had done a 6-month stint at the Hilton on Park Lane. And I had worked in Switzerland, and during that time I used to frequently visit my cousins here, so I had loved London. I always thought London was a great place, very vibrant city, fantastic place. I didn't have a language issue. And a friend of mine who was here at the time thought, why are you going to Australia? I said, I don't know. I'm going to Australia just because I want to see what is out there. And he says, how about coming and helping me run a restaurant in London? And that's it, instant decision. The perception of Indian cuisine in Britain has definitely changed since I first came here in 1991. And at that time I was amazed that we had such a low, very, very poor image. And it was not an image that I would like to myself to have been fitting into. However, it has changed a little bit, but not as much as I would like it to change. It's still perceived as always having to be cheap and cheerful, which I detest. Simply because if people like me, and there are many other chefs like me around, buy the best quality raw materials, do the best they can for their businesses, cannot charge the same they should be, to make a decent living out of it. However, we now have Michelin stars as well within the Indian restaurant environment. We have restaurants like ours who have maintained a beef gourmand for many, many years, though Michelin star has never been something I've always ever wanted to focus on. The food style at Cafe Spice has always been one of reminiscing from back home. And that could be from the different regions that I have been in, from the different experiences I've had, from my previous job, and of course from the domestic environment in which we grew up. So whether it was at home itself, or it was with the aunts or cousins or relatives or whatever, and loads of friends. So that's always influenced my cooking. So what we shall present today, and it's very difficult for me to do that because we cannot present the entire vast plethora of stuff that we do, but for a starter, it's impossible to do one thing and show that as Cafe Spice. So we'll try and do a selection on a platter. Starting in the beginning is a red kidney bean and potato cake filled with chutney, a split yellow pea dumpling. We have here chicken liver samosa. We have onion bhajia. We have venison tikka, salmon in green chutney, chicken tikka standard, duck tikka, and bhel puri. This is Bombay's leading snack. And of course, we have two kinds of naan here. I will try and show you how to make a simple Indian rice pancake. Is what is called a masala dosa. That is probably one of India's most popular any time of the day, snack, meal, whatever. So it's a rice and lentil pancake filled with potato bhaji, served with sambar and a fresh coconut chutney. That is our hand-dyed scallops from the Isle of Mull, with a clam and tomato sauce served on focaccia toast and dusted with cumin and scallop coral or scallop roe. And of course, no meal is complete without a pudding or a dessert or whatever. So I will do a little take, a Parsi take, which is my community, on the bread and butter pudding. Most of the staff are trained at various varying levels of their competence. But we won the National Training Award. We won the Millennium Excellence Award. We, of course, invested in people. We are the only, I'm sure there are more now, investors in people gold champion. And training became part of our culture. It became a culture so much so that we had to get our people up to a certain level. Otherwise, we wouldn't have survived. And industry-wide, I think we do not enjoy the same reputation as other industries do in terms of training and development, whereas actually the truth is that we do train well. Our industry is actually brilliant at training. We are very, very good at it. Maybe we don't have the same structures that some other businesses have or some other industries have. What we need to do more is to make our industry more attractive, and that's where I think we fail a lot.